Oh my god, is it me? Hi. Hey guys, I'm extremely late. Sorry to you guys, really, that I am coming with this so late. But hear me out. I am in college. I have a job. I have a pretty hectic lifestyle. I can't be on YouTube all the time. I watch YouTube videos, but I can't be on YouTube all the time. So forgive me, this video is late. It's overdue. It's extremely overdue. But I'm here to answer your questions. Get ready. Pardon me if you hear any noises in the background. It'd be like that sometimes. So I'm gonna pull my hair back, I'm gonna do my makeup, and I'm gonna answer your guys' questions. You guys had a lot of questions. I got so many messages in the past like 7 months, 8 months on Instagram, which is the best place to reach me, guys. Please, if you have an actual question, a genuine question about something, and you want it answered quickly and I don't make a video, I really genuinely suggest messaging me on Instagram. A few people took the clue to just message me on Instagram, but some people decide to make some mean comments in the comment box and also kind of bash me for not making an update video sooner, which let's not do that to content creators or people who make videos, because honestly it is a lot of pressure to make videos sometimes. So please be respectful that some people have lives outside of YouTube and they need to attend to that first before they can just make videos for general entertainment or information, since this is not a first job, or I also don't make money from it. But I can if you guys subscribe, like, comment, you know, leave nice comments. Comment an igloo. I don't think there's an igloo emoji. Comment a bear, a polar bear. I don't know. So the first question that I have is, what did I research when I was looking up a stylist? Okay, so I had seen a another black woman on YouTube get her hair done. I do not remember who it was, but she decided that she was gonna revert back to curly after like almost a decade of getting a Japanese straightening treatment. And I was enamored by the straight hair that she had. I was like, I kind of want to try that. I want to see what it's like on me. So naturally I thought about it, left it alone. I moved to Miami. I, revisited again once I had a moment brushing my hair. I had like a moment of crying because it hurts for me to brush my own hair because I had big hair. I will insert a picture because people who know me, I had a lot of hair. I had a shit ton of hair. And I would just end up slicking it back every single day. And I hated that I had no genuine versatility. I felt like I was confined to just making it be like a little puffball in the back of my head, or, having to slick it down and all that stuff. Like, I just didn't like the fact it took so long. And I'm a very lazy person. As you can see, you guys did not get an update anytime soon on my hair. I'm gonna be more consistent on YouTube though, because I have some content ideas. But no, literally guys, I had no motivation to do anything. My hair was making me depressed because that was the first time I've ever had abundance of natural hair that my mother wasn't taking care of, and that would also require me to step up and learn. And I didn't mind. I did for a while, but I felt like there were products that would work with my hair one day and then they wouldn't. Like, my hair would take and then they wouldn't. And it's very costly to have natural hair. It's very costly unless it's extremely short to have natural hair. You can literally sit there and spend like $100 a month minimum on your natural hair. And to me, that was not appealing. That was not for me. That was not something I could do. I have too much going on to have to think about, you know, brushing out my hair at least once a week so I don't have a matted like dreadlock in the back. I didn't like that. It was very depressing for me. So I finally broke and I started Googling the Japanese straightening treatment again. Started watching some videos of people in Japan getting them done. I was like, okay, well, that's Japan. I'm not flying all the way to Japan to get it done. So what am I gonna do? And especially during a panoramic, what am I gonna do? I can't really go that far. So I started Googling in the area of where I live in Miami, and I was able to find Hadassah, aka Love 518 Salon. Well, I found a different salon that she used to work for, and I saw they specialized in Japanese straightening treatments because there was only like 2 in the area. And then I saw there was a Black woman who worked there. So I got excited. I emailed that salon, and then I Googled Hadassah because I got impatient. I was like, let me see if I could find like any of her personal work. And then I found out she had her own salon, and I messaged her. I went in for a consultation that same exact day. Got to talk to her, got to tell her, like, you know, what I wanted to do, how I wanted to look, and you know, we set it up, and I got my hair done, I believe, like 2 weeks later because I had to dye my hair back from e-girl to black. I dyed my hair completely black, which is why the front... Actually, no, I'm not even gonna lie. The front of my hair is actually pretty healthy. My hair in general is pretty healthy, actually, and I've bleached it. The front ones. The rest is, like, technically a virgin thing. I just made it darker. And then, the back now is bleached, but that's a personal problem. I have to dye my hair later. So, yeah, I just researched very hard, and I was able to find literally the only Black stylist, and I chose her specifically because she's a Black woman. So that means that she's not going to ruin my hair because the guy that she worked for prior literally would turn away Black women because our hair was too complicated. So obviously I was going to choose her, and I'm always going to choose, you know, having a stylist that's going to understand my hair, because I don't want to be in a situation where somebody destroys my hair because they're ignorant. And that's just that. The next question, what shampoo and conditioner do I use? So I've had the same bottle since I got my hair done in December of Milbon shampoo and conditioner. I use Milbon because that is the brand of the straightening treatment that I've received. I do not suggest doing this at home. The reason why in the first video, which someone tried to knock me for not explaining, I think someone was like, oh, this is a scam because she didn't even explain what straightener or the stuff that I use. And I didn't for 2 reasons. One, I don't want someone else doing this at home and then fucking up their hair and then trying to blame me in my video or blame, you know, anybody except for themselves, because you're not supposed to do it by yourself. It's not like a relaxer where you can do it by yourself. There's like components that you have to be able to look over somebody's head to see. And be able to assess whether it's time to rinse out the agent or not. And that's not really something you can easily do by yourself unless you are well trained in doing so, or you're not afraid of messing up your hair. If you're not afraid of messing up your hair, I cannot tell you what to do, but I will tell you to go to a professional stylist, because if you mess up your hair, you're going to be very upset. And if you blame me, I'm going to tell you I went to a stylist. I did not do what you did. And I will not be nice about it either. I will just say, well, you shouldn't have done it. If you didn't do it, nothing would have happened. So, yeah, the reason I didn't explain that was because of that reason. Because I know people will go out of their way to find and buy these products and then do it themselves. Which I just wanted to prevent hair loss. But at the same time, it was Milbon. I'm going to put the link to the stuff below. so that you guys can do your own research. Perfectly fine, because I also realize not everybody is going to have a stylist in their area, and they might have to just do it themselves, which is fine. What does maintaining look like? Okay, so at this point, I am 7 months deep of having treatment. My hair is currently in braids. You can see I have new growth up here. My hair is basically back to normal on top. It's very fluffy, it's very large. I'm getting another treatment actually very soon on the 24th of August. So I am super excited for that because the fluff is becoming a lot for me, and it's hard because the rest of my hair is straight, and then that part is very curly, which I wouldn't normally mind if it didn't look like a mess. So maintaining basically is doing almost nothing. I wish that there was like a mojo or some sort of thing to do, but when I tell you, all I do is I wash my hair when it's dirty, you know, from, you know, the oils, natural oils flowing and everything happening. And when it's dirty, I wash it, I condition it. I use a deep conditioner I bought off of Amazon to help, like, you know, it's a protein treatment. I only wash my hair like maybe every 3 weeks a month. I don't wash it that often, even though it is straight. You don't really have to, but I also don't do a lot. And I also don't find it necessary because my hair usually still feels really good. I wash it when it feels right, so usually that's about 3 weeks time. I do that. Sometimes I use a protein treatment at least once a month. When it dries, before I did nothing, because it would just dry straight, except for the bottom, because I did get keratin on the bottom, so it was a little fluffy. I would pass through, or I would just take a blow dryer and just, you know, whatever. You don't have to, though. That's the fun part. You genuinely don't have to. The air dried look is fine, but be aware that just because it's straight doesn't mean that, how do I explain it? Just because it's straight doesn't mean it's going to be pin straight. Okay? Just because it's straight doesn't mean it's going to be pin straight. So it's going to be straight, but it's not going to be, you know, flat. So definitely blow dry, a little toss with the flat iron where you want it. It'll look spick and span. You don't have to worry about that. But just letting you know, because like a lot of people think when you air dry it, like, oh, it's going to stay exactly pin straight. No, of course, it's going to have a little bit more volume. The more you wash it, the more volume it's going to have. Definitely do keep that in mind, because at first I thought that shit was going to be like pin, and it was for a minute, and I was very terrified. But then it started gaining volume, and I was like, shoot, I kind of missed when it was pin, because now it has a lot of volume, and volume that I didn't want or wasn't prepared for. So keep that in mind. It definitely starts off pin straight. It gains volume the more you wash it, but it doesn't leave its straight texture. That is very permanent. That doesn't change. Retouching. So that depends on your hair growth. My hair grows, it's curly, so honestly it grows fast, but it also, I definitely waited a little long for this to be done. So I got it done in December of last year, and it is August of 2021, and I'm getting it done again. I can show you guys, I'll insert pictures of what my hair looks like currently. That was last week before I put the braids in. So for sure, that's what my hair looks like now. I waited a little long, but honestly, I can flat iron my roots and it looked fine. I could probably honestly wait a year if I wanted to. Some people do. Some people wait 6 months to a year. So you don't need a lot of maintenance. It's actually pretty nice. It's not something where you need a lot to be done. So definitely keep that in mind if you're looking for something that's very low maintenance. Because again, I wash my hair maybe like once a month. I get touch-ups apparently every 8 months. I don't even need touch-ups as often as it seems. And then also, I've had the same shampoo bottle for the past 8 months. I feel like that's a winner in my eyes. I like that a lot because, you know, I'm a very busy person and I do not want to have to think about my hair that often. So for sure, those are some pros. The only cons is probably the transformation of bringing your hair back to curly. If you really want to bring your hair back to curly, like, you have to wait a very long time for your hair to grow out all over again. So it is a risk if you ever want to see your curls again. But you can also not keep the treatment in as long and just have looser curls. So totally up to you on how you want to do your treatments. I'm doing my treatments in regards to just pin straight, and then eventually I might just do looser curls. Because again, I'm lazy, and if I want curly hair, I want to be able to go pew, 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 and my hair is curly, done. I feel like that's so much easier. The knot test. I personally would reach out to Hadassah herself. I will link all her info below because I don't really know anything about the knot test. I know the knot test is to test your hair's strength. So I'm assuming, and this is an assumption, I don't know what's correct and what's not. The knot test is specifically just to test the strength of your hair, to see what it can handle. She has literally taken a course on how to do Japanese straightening treatments, so she is very fully aware of what all of that means. And I'm assuming that she's probably not going to share that information just because that is something she had to go to school for and paid to go to school for. And I wouldn't be sharing the Krabby Patty secret formula either. But also, I don't know if you can really gauge that on yourself. Maybe you can, because I don't really know the strength to pattern ratio or strength to strength ratio. So I can't really give that information because I don't even know my damn self. I just kind of went with whatever she said. She tested my hair and she said mild because your hair is, the hair texture is pretty like I have fine hair in a way. Like it's thick, but it's fine. Like, you know, like the texture, like it's very fine. And I just said okay because that felt right, and I wanted my hair done. So I was here for it. I did not care. But that's just kind of just why I go to a stylist when it comes to more important things. Yeah, I mean, maybe she'll explain it more because she did explain it, but I just don't know. So that's a question for the stylist. Hair her up. Hair her up. She has a YouTube channel too, so she could have also explained it there. Cost. A lot of you have been asking about the cost. I really wasn't sharing it because it varies from person, state, all that stuff. And also, like, you know, I paid a pretty penny. I paid a lot of money to get my hair done. But to be fair, I also would have spent so much more money styling it while it was curly, which is something that I take into account every time anybody asks me about how much my hair costs. Because some people will say it was a ripoff, some people will say it was too much, but also have never gotten their hair done this way. And also, not to mention, she is a stylist that also specializes in black hair, which to me is everything. To me, I will pay as much as it takes because, guys, that is something that I'm not gonna really come across living where I live all the time. So the price I paid was just enough for me. I paid $100 in the deposit and then $500 for the rest. So it was $600 total, and I gave her a tip because I loved my hair. I cried. I was so happy. So definitely, for sure, it was a lot, but to think about it, I've also made it all the way to August without needing a touch-up. So it's like I spent $100 a month on my hair, which to me is super cheap because I could spend a lot more on my hair, way more on my hair. And honestly, I don't want to, so I'm not going to. And having someone be able to do my hair like that is and was a blessing. And yeah, but that's the price. I justify it. I think it was a great price. I think for my hair length too, because she charges it by length. If you have extremely long hair, that shit's gonna be expensive. Just letting you know. Unless you live somewhere where, you know, they have a lot of specialists and they're competitive, and they have competitive prices, you know, that's you. I don't. So, and also the only other salon in the city apparently doesn't do black hair at all because they think it's a waste of time. So, I'm gonna take the price that I was given because I thought it was a great deal. Strength that she used. She used mild on my hair. I don't know the strength differences, but mild is the one she used on me. I liked it. I think my hair looks great. I think she used just the right amount of strength because it processes very quickly. My hair processes very quickly for everything. So that was pretty easy. That was a really easy choice there. Does it burn? No, it does not burn. I did not burn at all. I didn't feel any weird sensations. I did not feel like my hair was like, I did not feel like a relaxer at all. It was a very different, genuine experience. It smelled a little bit like sulfur, but that's normal. It is a chemical agent, so I expect it to have certain smells. Let's see. Oh, I forgot to answer this. So people were asking my hair type. I'd have it listed in the video. Guys, my hair is 4A, 4A family. From what we've deciphered, my hair is in the 4A family. It is, was very curly. But yeah, that's the family that I was in. I was in the 4A family. Yeah. But yeah, that was my experience with getting it done. Would I do it again? Obviously, I'm getting it retouched in a few weeks. So the answer is yes, I would. I am very happy with how my hair, you know, turned out. I don't regret really doing anything to it, just because I can still, you know, braid it. I can still do stuff to it. It's not like my hair is a lost cause. Like, as you can see, I have braids in, and I was able to put braids in almost like a month after having it done. I did have to wait a little bit because, you know, I didn't know how to do my hair with that. And I also don't go to a, I don't go to braiders. I do it myself because I like to teach myself how to braid. So yeah, that is basically it. I feel like those are basically all the questions that anybody could really have to ask about my hair. I feel like I was pretty thorough where I could be and gave the info where I can. If anything, Hadassah literally has a YouTube channel where you can get more information on it. I just wanted to update you guys because you guys have been asking for one. You guys have been a little sus to that I posted that and then never came back. But that was just the last part of what I wanted to say, just because I noticed it and I didn't like it. So I was like, let me address that real quick. So thank you guys so much for watching my video. I love you guys so, so, so much. And please go ahead and click on my old videos. Support me there if you'd like. Check out my Instagram. Check out my TikTok. And I will see you in the next video.